What's up guys, Billy from Mad Max again, and today I bring you something near and dear to my heart. As you've probably seen in the thumbnail, intro, and title to the video, is the Fabrique Nationale FNC. FNC stands for Fabrique Nationale Carabine, or however you say carbine in Belgium. I don't know how to speak Belgium, or whatever language they speak. And so here we are. But essentially, it's Fabrique Nationale Carbine. Anyway, just clear, get that out of the way. Essentially, what we got here is the little brother to the FAL, which was used worldwide, essentially everywhere, but here in America for a very long time. This is the 223-556 version of it, and it was designed late 70s, 75, 79-ish, and it was started being fielded in militaries in the late 80s, and they're still fielded today. In a lot of different places all over Europe, South America, even some places in Africa they use these. But they imported a bunch, probably late 80s into America, and my dad scooped up two, so that's how I ended up with this. Real hard to find now in semi-auto, probably easier to find in select fire if we're being honest. But let's get into it, starting from the front, and we'll work our way back. Up here we got this weird compensator thingy, and it's pretty long, kind of funny looking, and it's got the ports face like pointing up and out on an angle on all four corners, and it gives you a nice little thumpy recoil back, but it's very controllable, surprisingly, and big fan of how that shoots. I'm assuming it has to do with this and a lot of other things, but can't hurt. The barrel, it's a pretty slimline barrel with some weird machining marks up here, but it is what it is. Looking at it now, I use snap rings. That's probably what it is. I use the snap rings to keep the sling swivels on there. Got a sling swivel, but the barrel is 17.7 inches long, so it's essentially an 18-inch barrel. There's probably some metric measurements in there that make more sense than 17.7 inches, but it is what it is. But like I was saying, pretty thin contour, heats up quite fast, but pretty accurate. I was making hits on a 18 by 20 steel plate at 200 with the iron sights here. Not an issue at all. So moving backwards, right here we got a regular little sight post, just like a M16 would. Adjustable, screwing in and out. Up here, this fold-up sight right here is actually for grenade launcher that like you put on the end. And but since this is America, who would have thought that we weren't allowed to have grenade launchers, right? Anyway, nice little sheet metal plate, stamped heat guard with a plastic hand guard here. Actually, pretty comfortable, right in sweet spot. It's not too far out, it's not too far in. No complaints there. It's got an adjustable gas system up here, just like a SCAR 16 and SCAR 17 would. I'm not 100% sure about why it is on here, but it probably has something to do with suppressor, or maybe when you're shooting the grenade launcher. I don't know, but it's there. Now, the receivers. Upper receiver is stamped metal. Lower receiver is forged just like an M4 or AR. And racks here, you got a charging handle. It's only good on the right side. You can't switch it like a SCAR. There's no bolt hold open. So let's see, show here. No bolt hold open. So you better be counting. The bolt assembly, I'm not going to pull the whole thing out, but it's almost identical to a SCAR 16 for the bolt carrier group and recoil assembly. M4 style mag release. The trigger, let's show it to you real quick, zoom in on that. It's almost a two-stage trigger, but you got some, like a nice easy take up. Once you hit that wall, there's a little bit of creep, a little bit of creep, a little bit of creep, ba-boom. Release, reset is same thing. Decent combat trigger. I'd take this over a Colt M4 trigger. It probably has something to do with the flat face. Not not like flat this way, but flat this way on the trigger. It's easy to control. It's not overly heavy. It's probably about 5 pounds, 5 to 7 if I had to guess. Standard combat trigger. The grip here is like kind of an extreme grip angle, like an A2, maybe a little more than an A2. Flat up here. I don't know, it is what it is. Don't hate it. My biggest complaint on this rifle is the safety. I got regular size man hands, and let's see if you can show it right here. I have a hard time hitting the nub there with my little thumb. So I don't know if you saw when I was coming up, I would have to like bring my thumb around here to hit it to get it back on, and like it's minor inconvenience. M4 superior in that matter, but it is what it is. You can actually put it on safe while the hammer's not back. Another similarity to the SCAR series is the fire control group. You can't really see it, but the fire control group is almost identical as well. So a lot of things FN carried over. If it ain't broke, don't fix it type of deal. Now coming back here, this is the paratrooper model. They had a regular model with the fixed stock, but paratroopers got the folding stock. You can shoot it holding it like this, or if you want to get, it's doable, but I don't know why. Yeah, so paratroopers got the full stock just like the SCAR. Yeah, so this is pretty much what started my obsession with the SCAR series of rifles. Like I said, I grew up having these around the house, or having these in the house. My dad got them a long ass time ago. So when I finally got to like shoot these for the first time, I had like an instant attraction to it. And then when I found out that the SCAR, later on down the road, when I found out the SCAR is like the, I don't know, the new millennium version of this, I started doing more research into those. I finally shot a SCAR 16 probably 3 years ago, and I didn't find it very pleasant. I find this far more pleasant to shoot than a SCAR 16. Not the biggest fan of SCAR 16. There's something about the recoil impulse. Then again, the first one I shot was a 10-inch barrel, fully automatic, indoors. So maybe I'm a little biased. Anyway, yeah. So this is for sure my favorite pre-GWAT military rifle. M16's, I guess they have like a little nostalgia spot in my heart, but it's not like by any means, like it's nothing special to me. Whereas this, like there is something very special to this. I've seen people modify them and put like rails and stuff on top so you can put optics and what have you. But why? Like why change this from what it is? Like this is, it's like a it's like when you see somebody that has, alright, Gran Torino. This is gonna sound real bad. At the end, when he gives it to Tao, I think his name was, when he gives the Gran Torino to Tao, he's like, don't put a wing on it, don't do, like, why destroy something so classic and neat? Anyway, I digress. Big fan of this. This is top 3 favorite guns for me all time. SCAR 17 is still #1. The M4 platform is up there, and then this is up there. I like them differently. It's hard to say which one more than the other, but anyway, rabbit hole for another day. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got something out of this. There's a TFB TV video on this where they do a little more technical and history stuff. That ain't me. I just like shooting them. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe learned a little something on this. I'm no historian, but just a fan of this gun, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. So if you liked the video, make sure you go hit like. If you didn't like the video, as always, eat thy dick. And if you haven't subscribed already, my face should be right around here. There's gonna be a couple videos here and here that the algorithm generated for you, and I will see you next time. Wolfpack out.